In the earlier video, we introduced these functions. Now let's graph y equals x minus 4 cubed. As we talked about in an earlier video, if this is f of x, x cubed, this we could think of as f of, if this is f of x, we could think of that as f of x minus 4. Because, again, if this is the f of x we're looking at, this one, this means we go to f, and wherever there's an x right there, I plug in x minus 4, and we get x minus 4 cubed. What is this going to do? Well, as we talked about earlier, the x minus 4, that's going to move the whole graph to the right 4 places. So it takes this graph, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it moves the whole thing to the right 4 places. Let's say we wanted to graph y equals the square root of x plus 5. Well, if this is f of x, the square root, this is really f of x plus 5. Because this means we go back to f, and wherever there's an x right there, I plug in x minus 5, and then x plus 5, and we get the square root of x plus 5. As we talked about in an earlier video, this moves the graph to the left 5 places. So the graph of the square root is right here. If I move that to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then graph it, we're going to get a graph that looks something like that. So that's the idea of moving a graph, translating a graph left and right.